Instant Ocean HoldFast Epoxy Stick, Fish Safe 4 ounces. Safe for animals. Non-toxic epoxy is safe for all fish and invertebrates. For freshwater marine aquariums, bonds rocks, corals, slate and more. Superior bonding. Lets you create caves, cliffs, steps and walls for aquarium animals to enjoy. DRIES WHITE. Once dry, epoxy can be sanded, filled or drilled. Top reviews from the United States. My rockwork isn't moving. At all. Bought 2 of these little tubes to cement my rockwork together in my saltwater tank and used about a tube and a half. I had about 120 pounds of rock that I wanted to form into a few structures in my 75-gallon tank, and this stuff worked beautifully. I had been letting my rock cure in large tubs with a circulation pump for a few weeks, so they were still very wet when I used this epoxy to hold them together, and it still became rock hard and my structure is so sturdy. I created a large archway and a complete hollow circle through the rocks. Neither of these are very sturdy structure alone, but with the epoxy I could grab the center of the archway and pick it up with no breaking and no worries. I would absolutely use this product again if I ever need to do another aquascape. It dries stark white, but will soon enough be covered by beautiful coralline algae, so no worries. A few notes. This is not glue. It is not sticky. It will not hold 2 pieces of rock together. You cannot simply plop a piece of this epoxy on the bottom rock and shove your other rock on top and expect it to hold. It will not hold. I found the best way to ensure a sound structure was to position the 2 pieces of rock exactly how I wanted them and then completely encircle the seam of the 2 pieces with this epoxy, being sure to shove as much as possible into nooks and crannies on each piece of rock as I went around, and then smoothing the epoxy a bit up the side of each piece of rock. It works the best if the 2 pieces of rock can already stay balanced on top of each other without moving without the epoxy. Otherwise you'll just have to hold them until the epoxy begins to harden. Keep a cup of water close by while you work. As you are mixing the epoxy, dip a finger or 2 in the water and continue working it. The little bit of water helps it mix much easier and faster and allows it to soften up just a bit so you can get more into the nooks and crannies of each rock. When you get the epoxy mixed and are ready to place it around your rock, dip a finger or 2 back in the water. Use these fingers to work with the epoxy on the rock. This helps the epoxy stick to the rock and not your fingers, and allows you to smooth it out around the rock pieces and into the nooks and crannies.